Hey everybody, we decided to come out with a series of educational videos on helping us increase our life insurance production and our Allstate financial credit. So weekly we're going to try to put out a new video that helps maybe remind us of some things that maybe we've forgotten or learn something new so that we can help our customers with their life insurance needs or their investing needs or whatever it may be. The first set of video is going to be about trigger words and what these trigger words and how these trigger words can help us talk to customers. So let's take a look at this. What is a trigger word? If you look here, a trigger word is a word that, when said, should immediately trigger a specific thought in your mind. So it's just like a gun. When you have a bullet in the chamber and you pull the trigger, the bullet comes out. When you hear a specific word, it should pull the trigger in your mind, and a specific thought should come to mind about how I can help this person or what should I talk to them about. Let's take a look at the first two here. Who just had a child, or who is about to have a child? Now, I think that we hear these topics of conversation all the time. You know, who's about to have a baby, who just had a baby, who's pregnant, who's not pregnant. Well, you have a customer sitting at your desk or whatever it may be, they're probably not going to come out and say, hey, I need life insurance because I'm about to have a baby. Maybe they don't know. But if someone is about to have a child, there's a huge need there for life insurance. So I think the trigger word here should be child, and the immediate thought should be life insurance. A couple different ways I think you can do it. One, someone says they're about to have a child, just automatically assume that they've already gotten life insurance, because if they haven't, it may push them to do so. So what I would say is, oh, that's great, I hear you're about to have a kid, or that's great, you're about to have a kid, congratulations, I guess you've already gotten your life insurance worked up to make sure that you have enough to support this child if something were to happen to you. More often than not, they're going to say, oh, you know what, no, I haven't thought about that, but I do need to do that. Well, that's great. You know, we really need to make sure we get that taken care of for you. There's a lot of different options on as far as how we can handle that, and that's something that we can do for you. Or if you say those words, you know, assuming that they already have gotten it, and they say, you know what, I don't really think I need that. I'm just not worried about that right now. And you then I think you go into, well, I understand that you're not worried about it right now, but you know, we just see so many examples of where families or parents have kids, start a family, they don't get life insurance, something tragically happens to them, and then they're left with the kids. Where do they go? So they go maybe to their grandmother's house or grandparents' house, and grandparents are on Social Security. And how are they going to support that family? How are they going to support those kids? If you have some life insurance in place, it will pass to them tax-free, and there'll be financial support there for them for, you know, forever. So I think those are two key factors. You know, child should be the trigger word for life insurance, and why they should have it is because they're starting a family and they need to support the child. Secondly, where many people don't want to have the conversation is about providing life insurance for the child. There's a couple different ways you can accomplish it, but the hardest part is really having the conversation started, because parents don't want to talk about the mortality of their children, but unfortunately we know it happens. So I always bring it up as, you know, I know we don't like to think about these things, but have you gotten life insurance for your children yet? And you know, most of the time people will say no, and we can go into the conversation, but occasionally people will say, well, no, I mean, why would I want to make money off my kids? And you say, well, you know, it's not about that, or you bring it up to begin with. You know, it's not about making money off your family or off your kids. What it's about is, you know, if your child dies, it's going to cost you, you know, the same amount to bury them as it is an adult. So you're looking at $10,000 to $15,000. Do you have that money laying around to afford that? Or you can also go the route, you know, what I've done personally is bought a policy for my child that will run for the rest of his life, so that at some point down the road, if he becomes uninsurable, then he already has a policy in place for he and his family. And that was a gift that I decided to give him. That's something that we can do for you for very inexpensive. So would you like to go ahead and get that started today? So I hope this helps with a couple of ideas as far as trigger words, and we'll talk about a few more as we go through on it throughout the months. I hope y'all have a great day, and thanks for watching.